Hi Patreon people. So for my vlog, I decided to do a what's in my D&D bag. This is really heavy, you guys. This is everything I take with me when I go to a D&D session with my friends. So yeah, I thought we could just hop right into it. I hope this is interesting. If you guys don't know what D&D is, I'm sorry for you. D&D is an amazing tabletop game and I am just very partial to it. So let's start with what makes D&D, which is their handbooks. So I have the player handbook and also the monster manual that I bring with me whenever I go to D&D sessions. For obvious reasons, I'm not allowed to actually look through the monster manual when we're up against a creature because then I automatically know everything about the creature and that's an unfair advantage. But I like to have it because the creatures are super cool and interesting to read about. This is the book that taught me how to play D&D. This is the book that also got me into D&D. I saw this, I think like at a Barnes & Noble or something, and then I asked some of my friends if they'd be willing to help me like actually learn how to play, because D&D is a very hands-on thing. There's papers in here. So there is a map, which is the map that is being used in the campaign that I'm in right now. It's the region of Pentos. You can see that right there. And then this is where my halfling character lives. She lives in the city of Brioche. It's really cool. My DM's going the extra mile for us this time. Not this time, but like this campaign. So yeah, this is the map I have for that. And then I also, I think this is a player's sheet from like a one-shot or something that one of my friends ran, probably. But yeah, this is a player sheet. This is what they look like. This is a Tiefling Ranger. It's pretty explanatory. I'm sure I enjoyed playing the character, but I don't remember it because it was for a one-shot. And then the next thing you see when you look into my D&D bag is my dice tray. I got my dice tray when I went to PAX South. I got it from a company called Die Hard. Ha! And the company is super great. They are located in the South, which is unfortunate for me being someone from the West. But that's okay. And also, this is what it looks like. It has little buttons that you snap together and then it turns into the dice tray and then you just unsnap them so that they fit all snug-like in your whatever thing that you carry with you to D&D. So yeah, I got this I already said I got this at PAX South, but I basically got it because John and Badsel and Sydney are good bad influences when it comes to buying nerdy stuff. So thank you guys, because I've used this a lot. And then the next thing you see is just my surface. So what you saw earlier was a player sheet, but also there's an option to play D&D, to have your player sheets for D&D on a website called D&D Beyond, which is super cool. I like them a lot. I think they're really nice to have. It's convenient for your DMs, and so I think highly of it, and so I always bring my Surface with me now because the campaign I'm currently in, which I played like about last week this time, is all online. The next thing I pull out of my bag is my dice box. So this holds almost all of my dice that I can fit in here. I have a lot of dice. I have a problem, but I'm not salty about it. This was my very first pair of dice ever. I got this for my first campaign, and they rolled really well for me, and I love them a lot. They're cute and blue's my favorite color, so yeah, I think they're pretty cool. And then I think my second pair of dice was this. They're like the frosted tip dice, which look cute but roll really badly. So that's fun. And then I got this green set of dice because my character was a ranger and I thought that I was being witty and funny because it was like a forest elven ranger, and I was like, I'll get green dice because forest. Ha! Yep. And then this was a pair of dice that Max got me for my birthday. And there's a little note saying that we got tickets to Come From Away, which is my favorite Broadway musical, unrelated to D&D, but just saying. And then I got these gray dice when I was a rogue. Yep. And then I also, these are not in a nice like plexiglass package like the others, but I got this pair of black dice as well. And then the next thing you see are just some stray dice. I think I got these at ECCC. You could like roll something and get dice. So I got a D10 and a D4, which is the one in the back. That's the D4. They're pretty cool. Oh, okay, and then there's also expo pins. And then there's yet to be painted figurines. And then this makes me a little sad. For my first character, I had a companion with me who was a winter wolf, and his name was Wolfie because I'm witty. And he died during the campaign, and it made me really, really sad, but I got to keep his token, so he's in there to remind me of keeping care of people in my party. And then I have some notes, which are always helpful. These are slippers of spider climbing, and then these are just some notes. I don't know why, just random stuff I put in with all of my dice. And then, okay, and then the next thing you see are my journals. I like to journal in D&D. It helps me keep track of the characters, and it helps me to stay in the the world of whatever it is. So if I it just helps me to keep track of who I meet on the way to wherever we're going, and to not ever really forget about someone important, because I always feel like one of the downsides when I play D&D is it takes a long time between sessions, and then I constantly forget who I've met and who my alliances are with, so I write them down in these journals. And that's it for the box. That's it. And then the next thing you look at, okay, so that wasn't it for the dice, but these are another set from Die Hard. I love these dice. Okay, I got these at the same time that I got my dice tray at PAX South. Thank you to John, Sydney, and Badsel for making me get these, because they're so cool. They are my first set of metal D&D dice, and I'm just gonna take out a couple, that way I don't have to put them all the way back in. But this is what they look like, and they're just so cool and rose gold, and they were the last set, which in my brain basically meant that I had to get them. So thank you to Badsel, Sydney, and John for helping me actually make up my mind and get these dice, because I love them so much. They're amazing. They're amazing. If you guys are ever in the mood to treat yourself to something and you play D&D regularly, treat yourself to some metal dice, because you just feel powerful when you're rolling them. You feel so heckin' cool. Speaking of feeling powerful when you're rolling something, this is my big ass D20. I use this to make character decisions. Doesn't always roll well, but that's okay. Yeah, it obviously has to stay outside of my dice tray because it's too chunky and too big for it. But this is my big D20, and I love it. These are Boots of Haste. I'm a halfling in the current campaign that I'm in, so I have to, my walking speed is 25, and my other party members have 45 or 50 feet of movement. So my DM was really nice to me and gave me Boots of Haste, which basically just makes me walk faster, per the name. And then I have my dice jail. My friend 3D printed this for me for my birthday. The best gift I think I've ever gotten. When dice are rolling bad for me during a campaign or a session, I just put them in here and then they're in dice jail, because I'm funny and witty like that. Oh, okay, and then the last thing that's in here is my Dungeons and Blip Dragons pen, pin. Yep, she's so cute. I'm playing a cleric right now, in the campaign I'm in with my friends currently, and I wanted a cleric pin, and so I was like, well, might as well get this super cute one, because why not? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a brief little look into my D&D bag. If you guys like D&D, please come talk to me about it. I love D&D so much. I'm always down to talk D&D with you guys. But yeah, that's been it from me. I love you Patreon nerds so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!